Hi friends, how are you? So it's been a little while since season 1 of Mob Psycho 100 for a couple reasons. One, I had the family member I've been vaguely talking about had a medical emergency on the 14th, and so we were really occupied with that. And then the hospital thought it was a good idea to discharge someone 3 days later, while, let me see, he was still recovering, and they were experimenting with loading doses with medicine for him. So hospitals can and do sometimes in the States, more often than not, really suck. And yeah, it can be very true in a lot of ways. Can we not? Because I'm a home alone, my dog does not like being alone, so she's like, I want to be right next to you. And I was licking her paws on my pants and getting my pants wet. Can we not do that? The other couple reasons was that Thanksgiving, we ended up doing our dinner on Sunday because my brother was going to be away for the week, so we had an early Thanksgiving, so that's part of also the reason why. And again, we were mentally preoccupied with other things. And also I wanted originally it's going to be just a week break in between season 1 and season 2, and that turned out to be a little longer, at least for the YouTube crowd. I think also for the Patreon crowd. Again, I do have a Patreon. So if you want to support me there, you can. You do get videos a week early, depending on the video. And then you also get some special treats that are going to be a little bit more than a week early that you get to enjoy just the patrons for at least a couple weeks. And so that is the case with a particular video on there. For those of you who are my patrons who are commenting on this video on YouTube, don't tell them what the video is. There'll be a surprise. It'll be on YouTube in about probably a week from now. Anyway, is there anything else to add? No. I'm excited for season 2. The animation is incredibly impeccable. It's funny, it's not as neat and it's not as clean as a lot of the current anime is, but that doesn't matter. It's still good. The writing is good, the way they play with the animation. A lot of elements I've realized, like between watching Corridor Digital and some other videos, a lot of the elements in this anime can really only be achieved with 2D drawing. You can't really get it with 3D because 3D is all geometry and math. And you can't really get that creative stretching and grotesque look and stuff like that in 3D. Not to the creative extent that we've seen in Mob Psycho 100. It is a very creative show, and I really have been enjoying it, for sure. I'm also very excited because we're getting season 3. We'll probably never get a season 3 of One Punch Man, but whatever. For those of you who are like, hey, what about One Punch Man? If you're new to my channel, Beats About Reactions. Well, I used to have an older channel called Brianna C Reacts that got basically destroyed for copyright strikes. Got 3 copyright strikes in less than 24 hours due to some live action videos. So, Mob Psycho 100 and One Punch Man will eventually come back on YouTube. I just needed to find a new place to put the pivot reaction because in a weird move that surprised me, BitChute took down all of my pivot reactions. They were blocked. And it wasn't just me, there were other people who were blocked as well. But I'm experimenting with a different video website that hasn't done that yet. So I'm hoping once I have all of the reactions on that website that I'll start putting out the YouTube versions. I didn't realize this, and it kind of sucks. I'm missing the episode 6 of season 1 of One Punch Man YouTube version. I don't know where it's missing. It's gone. It kind of sucks. So I'm probably going to have to, on episodes 5 and 6, I'm probably, gonna have to say, here's a reaction for episode 6, because the YouTube version is missing and gone. It kind of sucks. I didn't realize it was missing, Sonny. It's missing. Anyway, those will eventually come up. In terms of will I ever do live action reactions again, I would like to. I want to finish out Stargirl. A lot of my older reactions of the series won't be on YouTube, just because it'd be just too much work to do editing, kind of like back end like that. But I'm hoping to re-edit season 6 and slowly put them on there. And then full reactions on Patreon, but I don't know yet if that's going to happen. Right now, I think my goal is just to continue moving forward with anime because it's just easier for me to do so because the way it's been edited. And once I finish putting up all the anime reactions that I had on my original channel, then we'll go from there. But I would like to go back. I would like to add live action and music again to this channel. But we'll see how it goes. We'll see by January. Basically by January, if this channel will be purely anime now, or if it will have other elements to it as well. I would like other elements, and I think it's possible, but we'll see what happens. Is there anything else to add, Sunny? No, I'm excited for season 2. It's gonna be a good time. If you're watching on YouTube, there is no sound. Partial image keeps the copyright monsters at bay, for the most part. And but there's a countdown timer. You can't miss it. You can follow along. I do pause at the halfway points, the commercial breaks. It's not really a countdown timer for that, so you're just gonna have to guess. Good luck. So without further ado, let's dive right in. Yes, that is true, actually. Hmm. Hmm. Ooh, that's a blow. It's painful. Oh. Amino acid. Aminos for fertilizer. I didn't really think about that. They're good for people. Why not good for crops too? Hmm. 30%? Oh. Especially out into the boondocks. Oh, right, because of recent events, he can kind of see spirits now. Yeah, and that's probably why it... Oh. No, that's a bit more. I love how he got hit in the face with a root. A high level spirit, wriggle wriggle. That's why they're withering and not just, you know. This is intense. But I like how for season 2, they're just like, we're gonna get right into the action. Like, boom. Just like, kind of like season 1. A high-level root-esque spirit? Ooh, what an awful way to die. I wouldn't know. Oh, interesting. Reverse possession. That's new for him. Oh, he's possessing the cell. Cool. It's like Plants vs. Plant. Broke the skull. Bye-bye. Oh, I love that transition. It's really cool. Broccoli seeds. Getting paid in kind now. Do they taste good? Oh. That's because, oh, I'm surprised. Oh my gosh. Look at this. It's funny, like I was talking about 3D, but then they got 3D here, and they do it really fun. Oh, that's cool. This is cool. Oh my gosh, this is really cool. I do hope we kind of lean more into some of the, this is cool. Yeah, the other characters from last season, but some of the secondary characters. We didn't get much of them last season. We got a taste of them, because we were really focusing on Mob and his brother. And the psychics. But it'd be fun to focus a bit more on the, like, Body Improvement Club and some of the other people. Oh my gosh. These intros are fire. Of course, Claw's coming back. Man, this is even more exciting for me because knowing we're getting a season 3. I don't know when, but I'm so cool. He's coming back. But what side is he going to be on, this guy? Is he going to be back with Claw or somebody else? That looked like the guy and his son. Mob Psycho 2. This is so cool. Sounds like the same lead singer too, which is I like when they reuse the same people. But of course those cherry tomatoes would not taste good because he grew them too fast for them taking any nutrients. Psycho helmet religion? I see. So she's pretending to be a part of this cult to investigate something for one reason or another. And she's kind of protecting him and Mob at the same time. Oh, that's such a bad idea. Why would you want him to grow as a cult leader? He's grown a little bit, actually. Wow, he is really stepping up. Even his hair, like, I guess it looked like he was curling his hair, but now his hair's kind of straight. It's not gonna happen. Nope. Oh, interesting. So that immediately happened later, and then that's why she talked to him there. She's really pretty, probably really good at her schoolwork. Of course. I love it. I love it when they reduce the drawing to something so simple and fun like that. And I like how it's like a paper cutout plastered to his face. Oh my gosh, even his hair is kind of fluffed up differently. She's so manipulative. He's terrified. Hardcore trading mafia. What? Vice president, which... Oh, wait, no, it is him. Hmm. I think he's gonna make a fool of himself. Oh, no, he's gonna be terrible at it. It's gonna be so bad. Oh my god, I love these people's reactions. Oh, yeah. I like how, like, the first, like, handful of rows are, like, drawn out, and then after that... Oh no, he froze! I was gonna say the last half were just the gray balls, but now they're all gray balls. Oh no! Mom, yeah. And he probably didn't get much votes at all. Oh, Mom, honey. They're so... they're so supportive of him. I love these boys so much. Really? Oh, halfway point. Halfway point. Oh my gosh, I love the halfway point. It's like these kind of basic, almost oh, what's the word I'm looking for? Like oh shoot. Storyboard, like storyboard basic drawing. Or like something from like a coloring book. That's how basic it is. But you see her in the corner with all those other girls, so I'm hoping they're not mean to Kageyama. And that she actually really does like him. She kind of looks a little bit like the other girl, Takane. I didn't quite pay attention to her name. But I I love Mob enough where I'm just like, I don't think she's being sincere. I don't know. I think seeing her with this other mean girl, or not mean girl, she has a concentrated face. But, and then maybe it looks like, I don't know. I'm just worried they're gonna mess with Mob and kind of be mean to him, okay? Like I said, he's powerful, but he's such a simple, sweet boy. I love how protective and supportive of the Body Improvement Club. They're just like, Mob, Kageyama! And the other guy's just like, oh, the shadow leader's coming out of the shadows. Like, no, just no. And of course the girl's like, huh, Mob? Like, why are you up there? Oh, sure. Like, why are you up there? Took a big breath and said nothing for 5 minutes. And when you're not talking, 5 minutes feels way longer than if you're just talking. But it makes sense that, you know, the president would kind of get it again. He probably, until that moment, was an okay president. But now he has, and then probably a part of them's like, look, he used to be, he wants to redeem himself. He wants to earn his spot back. So it makes sense that he would get first place. Yeah. Also, I have to say, if you're running for student council or something, and I did that my senior year. I didn't do it the previous 3 years. Like, no one's really gonna vote for you unless they're kind of people who sort of feel for you, or maybe like me, they're kind of like outside of the cool zone, by a large margin. So, it's interesting. The people who did vote for me were my best friends, of course. And then some of the other people said, well, I voted for you. I'm like, of course, you guys would. Because I'm just not part of the in crowd. But unfortunately, a lot of times these student council stuff is, it's a popular crowd thing. It really is. Now the people who did get the jobs, they were the popular kids, but they also did do their job. They weren't lazy. They took it, for the most part, seriously, but still. Oh, I didn't get the toy. Just like, go with the girl, you idiot! I love this. I absolutely adore this. Again, basic pencil, or like, looks like maybe like chalk drawing. It's like it's so simple but so good. Aww. Yeah, I kinda will. What's with the duck spitting? Well, that's cool. Oh, I misread it. Okay, I think I missed something here in terms of like how the Japanese is written or how he delivers his lines. That's really cute. Backed himself. He's just really happy because the girl's walking with him. Oh, everything seems really sweet and nice, so and innocent, so that's good. Why does she keep misinterpreting him? This girl was like dragging him around by his emotions, kind of all over the place. Dang, this girl's got you, boy. Oh, yeah, oh, man. Oh, it's her phone. I was like, is my phone going off? Oh, poor Mobby. He's gonna be so sad. I'm sorry, Ma. He really enjoyed walking with her. Oh, he hit a tree. Aw. Oh, wow, he sat there for a long time. No, she really was. No! So they are mean. Oh, she's ripping up her novel. So I was right, she is a mean girl. Gosh, it's interesting how with like drawing she can just pick up on things. I should have just gone with my instincts. That's why he was sitting there for so long. Oh, he's crying. Look at them, they've all been reduced to detailless potatoes. That was cute. Hope the wind doesn't blow all the... Oh no! That's what I was worried about! The wind blowing away all her work. No going back. I was wondering if he was going to use his powers on them, but he was very hesitant. I feel like it's very trusting of her for him to do that. This is cool. This is epic, and it's just for something so simple. Smooth. Oh, that's so cute. Yeah. Not really. She just said they... No, not in this girl's case, though. But okay, this is kind of cool. I don't think so. No. That's gross. All those little bucks. Ooh. Watching it in real time is also my decision. Oh my gosh, that was cool. I have so much to talk about. Okay, so that was a great episode. That was such a cute introductory episode for season 2. You know, we start right off the bang with this really cool, like, attack with the spirit, and kind of Reagan being a little bit of a softie by accepting not just plants, but, like, just planting material, like, gardening material. So that's a bit of a softie moment there. Even though Reagan was still trying to figure out some money-making schemes. But, yeah, I think growing plants a little bit too fast definitely took the flavor out of it. They couldn't absorb the nutrients they needed. But I also love how, like, Mob's kind of thinking a bit more intensely about his powers. Like, he's controlling the plants, so how do I stop that? Oh, go to the cellular level. See if I can do that, control the plants at the cellular level. And simply ask him to stop. And he did, which is really cool. And, we see it was like a skull, and that was dealt with. He crushed it, destroyed it, whatever. I love the transition when the skull broke apart and the piece fell. It transitioned into, like, not did it turn into a seed, but the animation transitioning was the piece, like, skulls of the piece were flying down, turned into a seed. Now we're in Reagan's office. That's really, really cool. That was very, very creative. I love that. There was, again, this anime is so creative with, like, exploring different styles. The moment where, like, Mob's face when he's talking to the journalist girl, where he just kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? Kind of, it's literally just like a cutout plastered over his face in a simplified drawing. The way that it plays with, the charcoal and the chalk or pastel on glass, and kind of the way that blew away. The simplified drawings there, and the way the camera kind of simply panned. I mean, this anime had to have been so much fun for the studio. Studio, is it One or something? No, that's the author. I forget what studio did this anime. But they had, I mean, all that in there is a lot of work. I mean, we talk about, like, simplified this, and yeah, it is simplified, so I guess in some ways they don't have to go too far in terms of line work and color and so on and so forth, but putting that all together can be a lot of work as well. So I absolutely love that. I love how when she kind of steps away, and it's funny, and when I was looking at the halfway picture, I was like, wow, that girl looks like a mean girl. And I like how through drawings, like, they can establish that, and I should have gone with my instincts. I was like, no, she's a mean girl. But I like how Emmy, out of all the other four, she's the prettiest. And she was kind of off to the side compared to the others. I mean, there was another person off to the side as well. And I don't remember, but I'm going to guess that the two girls that were making fun of Emmy and the one that didn't say, hey, pick it up, but that's littering, were probably right next to the mean girl, and then that girl with the pigtails, and then Emmy were on the end. So, but I also like how the anime made her look a little bit pretty. She's not as pretty as the other girl, Takani, I guess, but she's pretty. And I love how the moment where she was, like, you know, lost a bet and hanging out with Mob, but she actually really liked Mob. And I guess the way he was speaking didn't seem like I guess because she's around those girls who are always insincere in their reactions. I guess with Mob and his simplicity and sincerity, she didn't quite know how to take it. So I like how she's kind of figuring it out. No, she doesn't like Mob romantically, but, and he's very young, so I wouldn't, he's too young. He's only 14, I think. Yeah, he's 14. But I like the fact that he was like, like, there was, like, this cute, genuine connection, and he was sitting there because he's like, I need to consider my feelings. I need to consider how I deal with them, how I come across, not be as afraid. And he was afraid for a long time. I think last season, with working through his powers, and with Reagan dealing with Claw, and then using his powers to kind of harm, but to also help his brother, Ritsu, really kind of work something out in Mob that I don't think he realized he needed to work out. And there he was sitting there again going, I need to really, you know, consider my feelings and where I am and so on and so forth. I think there's a lot more to that I'm not quite, I'm not grasping really well right now. But I'm very proud of Mob. I'm just so proud of him. And I like how she was sitting there. I guess it's a popular hangout place, clearly. I guess near the school or maybe. But she was just, the other girl was sitting there going, smooth. So I don't think she likes Mob at all, romantically as well. But she grew up with him. And, you know, when she kind of hurt his feelings, she was very little. She didn't know better. But now it's many years later, and she probably remembers all of those moments with Mob and his powers when they were really young. But between that kind of rejection and little kids, we would take things very personally, even if it has nothing to do with us. Even if no one blames us for something, we're going to still take it personally. So between that and what happened with Ritsu, Mob really became bottled up. And so him kind of being more comfortable with his feelings, kind of letting them flow the way they need to, but also retaining that self-control and not exploding, is good for him. And it's kind of perfect to have all of this being dealt with in a middle schooler. It's kind of the perfect setting for it. Absolutely perfect. But she's like smooth. And I was wondering, I was like, they just need they use his powers. Like, no, he wouldn't use them in front of there. But he trusts Emmy enough. He's grown more comfortable with himself enough that he was like, okay, I'm going to use my powers in front of you. It's really cool. I really like it. This episode was fun. The artistry, the directing, all that moment with, like, the way the directing and the camera pan movements in that scene with the paper and the way he brought it back and how it just, like, spun around. It was so good. So again, this is such a mark of a really excellent anime when you have being able to have fun enough and creative enough to reduce animation. To turn those girls into big-headed potato heads with barely any details on them, except for hair. And I wonder if that's not only their reaction, but also a little bit of how Mob and her view them. Because we saw when Dakani was talking, I think that's her name, Mob viewed the other two as vegetable heads. So I guess there was like really nothing in their heads. But he was so enamored with her. So I'm wondering if to her those girls are turning vegetable heads, or again they're just like, what? But I'm glad that she was like, no, you guys go ahead on without me. They're like, yeah, whatever. They moved on. They didn't kind of cause problems. This season is going to be fun. I can already tell there's a quality. It's still the same design, but there's a quality to the drawing and to the everything that's like, ooh, because we've gotten through the introductory phase, season 2 is going to be so fun. I just know it. It's going to be so fun! And there's even more excitement for me watching this, knowing eventually, within a year or two probably, we'll get season 3. It's going to be so good. Is there anything else to say? No, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. One more thing is that right now I am looking into what anime to do next after I finish Mob Psycho 100 and My Hero Academia Season 5. Right now, the front runners are Demon Slayer and Haikyuu. I've even asked people who are my patrons, like those are the top 2 that are winning on Patreon. So right now it's between those 2. Now I've asked some coworkers of mine who watch anime, and they're like, no, Demon Slayer, you gotta watch Demon Slayer first. And I guess because less material, maybe I should. So right now, Demon Slayer is kind of the front runner. Haikyuu is a close second. But I definitely would appreciate in the comments saying, hey, which I should do. Since because I'm starting over, I can't poll people on the community page yet, so I have to ask via video, hey, please comment what anime should I do next. So again, right now, Demon Slayer is the front runner, but it's pretty neck and neck. I only have so many patrons, so it's kind of easy to poll all of them. But I would like to get your guys' opinions as well. Anyway, anything else to say? Nope, that's it. Again, thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends, share with your enemies, and I'll see you next time.